What fictional character deserves a spin-off the most? Edna Mode. Why not Zoidberg? Gandalf. I'd read all his biography. The guy that always drops his ice cream in Lilo and Stitch. I think there's fanfics about this, but I'd be down to see what Haymitch's life was like pre, during and immediately post-Hunger Games. 2.5 Men. Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli. Preacher from Firefly. But back when he was a ruthless assassin for the Alliance. Nice try. Hollywood, now make something new. The two stormtroopers at the beginning of the one episode of The Mandalorian. Whole thing is just them having a conversation during target practice. Grand Admiral Thrawn. I'd love to see the Timothy Zahn books made into a 6 series showing the rise of Thrawn and Ordinda Price before Rebels. Asajj Ventress. I want a plot of the week series of her bounty hunting adventures during the Clone Wars. Toph's Metal Bending School. Rattlesnake Jake from Rango. Honestly, he was the best character. I'd like to see his backstory explored. Raymond Holt. Edit. I've always wanted to say this. Gold? Do you think you can please me with a fictitious, virtual, gold award? Because yes, you can. It is my honor. Thank you. But do not expect me to make any statements about the kindness of this stranger. For all I know, I have not been gilded by a stranger, nor a kind person. Carry on with your day. There is still a lot of karma to achieve. Frenchie from The Boys. That dude playing that character is something I could watch all day. There's just something beautiful about the way he says, "What in the frock is this sit?" Davy Jones and Calypso. I would love to see the background from that story. Rita. The Full Metal Breach from Edge of Tomorrow. From the hints and guidance she gave Tom in the film, her time loop experience was a lot nastier. Give her a prequel. Edit. Wow, this one blew up. Glad to see there's so much love out there for this movie. Avatar. Tales of the White Lotus. Each member gets a season. Minerva McGonagall. Great Uncle Ford and Grunkle Stan from Gravity Falls. I would kill to see a series of the sailing across the world on the Stan-O War. Gwen from Ben 10, but only from the original continuity. She gets overlooked because of the amount of attention her cousin Ben gets, and we never got to see the full potential of her true power, and she proved to be very badass even without his help. Jimmy Woo. It doesn't even need to be that much about the other superheroes. I just want to see him doing funny Randall Park stuff and some street magic sprinkled in. Troy and Abed in the morning would be great. Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. I know Donald Glover quit Community to pursue his music career, but I would 100% watch Troy Barnes sail around the world. Aragorn. He's got like 80 years of being a badass ranger. Probably tons of stories of him fighting all sorts of creatures. Suki and the Kyoshi Warriors. Young Captain Holt. Zelda. Her name's in the bloody title. Maybe she could actually get to do stuff one day. The two stoner animal control guys from Parks and Recreation. Hosea Matthews or Lenny Summers from Red Dead Redemption 2. Alistair Mood from the Harry Potter books. Make a TV series on his prime days as an Auror. Hunting down and dueling Death Eaters, and you'll bet I'll watch. Finnick Odair from the Hunger Games. Iroh from Avatar. His journey from Fire Nation prince and general to leader of the White Lotus, including the siege of Ba Sing Se, the Sun Warriors and Dragons, and sadly Lu Ten. Munro from Grimm. I dunno if he'd have any interesting stories tbh, but I just love the character so much. It'd probably be watchable even if it was just him fixing random people's clocks. Oogway. Tigress. Shen are the most interesting characters in Kung Fu Panda, and I think they would make for interesting movies if aimed at an older audience. Edit. If Oogway was to get a movie, it should be about the time him and Kai worked together. Tigress, I don't really know what the movie should be about as there's a lot of directions to go. Shen, I don't know what a movie on them could be about as there's a limited amount of good ideas. But they are an interesting enough character to warrant a movie like the other two. Chirrut Imwe from Rogue One. The dude definitely has some wild stories to tell. Plus the idea of a Force-sensitive person who isn't a Jedi or Sith is really cool, and I'd love to see what's done with that more. Creed Bratton. Frozone from The Incredibles. I really would have liked to see Garrick from DS9 with his own show. He was such an interesting character. Like House of Cards style politics, plus he was a spy, assassin. And he had a massive crush on Bashir. Just a mix of a charming bastard. Luis from Ant-Man. A movie about what happened to him while Scott was in jail. General Grievous. Would be awesome to have a series exploring why he hates the Jedi so much and how he became a cyborg. Then see him later murdering Jedi. Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Team him up with an annoying ghost sidekick, perhaps Giles after dying of old age? And you have a 10 out of 10 show about a sassy vampire getting pissed off by a ghost. The Man with the Big Yellow Hat. What's that all about? Nico D'Angelo from PJO. That would be an amazing story. Adrian Pimento. Though TBF. I love every character played by Jason Mantzoukas. I would like to see a show about a young Frank Gallagher. Dopinder from Deadpool movies. I'd have been down for the Chief Wiggum spin-off. I think they should do a spin-off of Jake Peralta's time undercover. Ferb. Edit. Someone really gave this silver. Thank you so much. Edit 2. Another award. OMG, thank you. Spencer from iCarly. Mace Windu. Mike Ehrmanthrodt from Breaking Bad. Dude's awesome. Luna Lovegood. Korg. Meek from Thor Ragnarok. Esser Arthur Dane would be a cool one. Squidward. Let's see how he really feels about SpongeBob. Jerry Gergich. Sounds ridiculous at first, I know. But do it as a prequel. Young Jerry and Pawnee. How he met Gail. Kid Leslie being interested in government. What the deal is with Lil. Sebastian. Tell me you wouldn't want to watch that. Come on, it'd be awesome. Eileen the Crow from Bloodborne. Haymitch from Hunger Games. Kronk. No explanation required.